Hey there, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're doing something different. I've got with me a good friend and fellow Liberty Garden member, Enosh Shachar. I believe I'm pronouncing that right. And if I'm
It
not,
was
I
pretty close.
apologize. All right, so why don't you introduce yourself to the people properly? That way I don't butcher your beautiful name.
My name is Enosh Shachar. It's pretty much not pronounced how it's spelled. It's all good. Don't worry about that. I've been playing VGC forever, and team building is where I tend to have a lot of my fun, and that's honestly what's kept me going for the past decade of VGC.
Yeah, and team building for me is definitely, I would say, probably the most difficult, but the most interesting part of the game. Like playing is always fun, but I kind of relate it to if you're a stand-up comedian and you shoot a special. By the time you get to the special, you're tired of the material. So building is really one of the most fun parts of it. And so we are here with a concept that Enosh came up with called Teams in 20, where we're going to sit down. I'm going to start a timer and we're gonna just take 20 minutes, try and build the most backbone, bare bone functional team we can, and just kind of show you guys that you don't have to slave over a team for 8, 10, 12 hours just to start playing. You really can just come up with an idea and start playing and refine it as you go along.
Yeah, and that's always something really exciting. Is you pick a starting point, and you don't really care where it exactly goes, but it's kind of the process that gets you there, and let's have fun during that.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and I know we talked before about like the Pokemon we wanted to start on. So I'll start the timer, and then you just go ahead and kick us off. So we're going to time in 3, 2, 1. All right.
All right. So the first two Pokemon we decided on are Snorlax and Dusclops.
We got
Snorlax because it's awesome. Everyone likes the Pokemon, and I just built a team with it not too long ago that I've really enjoyed playing. And Dusclops because it's had a massive resurgence since OCIC. It's probably basically like what Porygon 2 was back in 2017, except not as good. But we don't have Porygon 2, so it's the next best thing.
for what we have.
It's
It's
been
pretty
kind
good.
of
Yeah.
fantastic. It's fantastic
Yeah.
right now.
So I guess the first thing we probably want to start with is items and abilities, maybe, or do you want to start with moves first?
So, do you want to go hear about my Snorlax?
Sure, I'm willing to hear whatever you have to say about Snorlax.
So, the Snorlax that I use right now, it doesn't need to be Gmax actually.
Oh, okay.
What it was a Life Orb with Self-Destruct, Darkest Lariat, High Horsepower, and Protect.
Oh Jesus.
That's
Okay.
my-
Okay. Hold on.
So much fun.
I heard the.
Horrible. Yeah, Self-Destruct,
Yeah.
Darkest Lariat,
Oh my God. This is okay.
High Horsepower,
High horsepower. All right. And then.
and Protect.
Okay. And you said life orb.
Life Orb.
Oh my God.
You can
All
also
right.
put a Choice Band and drop the Protect if you want to.
Let's not get too crazy right off the bat. And then so what ability then? Can I take a guess?
You go, yeah, go for it.
So my guess would be thick fat.
Yeah, you got it.
Yep. All right. Since
Nice to, against Charizard to have another fire resist.
yeah, and since you're not worried about healing or anything, gluttony doesn't really help you, and immunity, poison's not really that big of a deal, anyways. So thick fat just makes the most sense.
Yeah.
And then
So-
we don't have to do EVs, right? But we can do
I
nature,
just
as I
went
assume.
Brave, Max Attack, Max Defense is what I did.
All right, we'll do that. I mean, it does have enough HP. Would we have an extra point? What do we do with the extra point?
I just put it in HP to make it that if I ever get knocked down to half somehow, that way they don't know that. I don't know, it was silly.
Yeah.
There
Okay.
was no
We'll
reason for it.
go with that.
But, so Snorlax, it had self-destruct because its
Yeah.
max move becomes 150 power. So it means you have 2 normal attacks. So I really like Giga Impact or self-destruct on Snorlax right now.
Yeah.
Just in general for the max power move. It lets you Dynamax it, and Life Orb or Choice Band give you a few more options there that you might not otherwise have.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
self-destruct plus Dusclops, Helping Hand gets ridiculous damage calcs. If anyone wants to go and do some, feel free. We might spend some time later just to laugh at that,
yeah.
but it's very fun.
And then Dusclops, of course. I mean, I don't want to make assumptions, but I'm going to go ahead and say Eviolite's probably the item there.
Yeah, you can take over Dusclops.
I like Frisk as well, and I
Yeah.
guess well, obviously the first thing that comes to mind for me is Trick Room, just because you're next to
Yes.
Snorlax, and that's pretty good. And I go back and forth on this one, but I want to put Nightshade on Dusclops just so that it's not a completely dead slot when you have Trick Room up.
Yeah. That's always been my
Yeah.
stance on it. Like without Nightshade, it kind of feels bad. I hate saying that, but it does.
And I also don't want to be this person, but I also really do like Ally Switch on Dusclops as well.
Oh no, that's what I did. I did
Yeah.
that too.
Okay, and then
I went Trick Room, Nightshade, Ally Switch, and the last move was Helping Hand.
Helping Hand. Okay, all right.
Because we have the Helping Hand self-destruct.
Yeah, that's true. And then
terrible, terrible experience for anyone who happens to face this.
no, I actually don't. I've never played Dusclops in this format, so I'm not even sure of what like spread that you might use. I assume you want to go relaxed, but I really don't know. I have no idea.
You go either relaxed or sassy. You put everything in HP
Yeah.
first, and then you just vomit numbers at defense and special defense. It doesn't really matter. Just like you just throw some out there.
Whoa, computer, whoa, hold on,
no.
computer. Oh, here we go. I think my computer was trying to copy itself.
Yeah. I just go like move the defense number until it looks prettier.
Oh, you
Like,
looking for
I
buffs?
just move it until it looks pretty. It doesn't
Oh.
need to actually do anything. Just whatever number you feel, hey, this looks pretty.
Yeah, I like the idea of just 200. I think 200 is probably my favorite number, which is why base 130 is like the best stat ever. I always liked having modest Heatran because it's like boom, 200 stat. I love it. And you know which one really upsets me? I don't know why, but 135 upsets me for some reason. Like base 135 upsets me. Yeah, because it's like you hit 205, and then it's like, all right, I bump it 198, but I want to hit 200 still, and I don't like it. I don't know
How
why.
do you feel that Dragapult speed?
Don't even get me started about 213. I'm not happy about it.
Yeah.
So we got a Trick Room mode here. I mean, do you want to just go full Snorlax, or is Snorlax just kind of like there to do big damage? And
It's kind of just there to do big damage. The nice thing about Snorlax on this type of thing is that on one hand you could go use it in Dynamax it early, or you can just explode and you get momentum off of it.
and set up Trick Room, yeah.
Yeah. So if you go and explode self-destruct early on, you end up having a Dynamax Pokemon that follows up. So I think
Yeah.
the question in my head is, so there are two things that I want when I have a Boomlax.
Mhm.
One is I want something that I can lead, protect next to the Snorlax, self-destruct, and then follow up with an attack.
Okay.
Or I want something where I have Dusclops Snorlax, I go just self-destruct, then I switch into Pokemon that can almost immediately Dynamax.
So what, you have,
So
you have something in mind?
So it's your choice. Which of the two do you want to go try out?
Oh man, I like the idea of bringing in a Dynamax and/or Gigantamax Pokemon behind Snorlax, because
Okay.
again, like Dusclops Snorlax next to each other, especially as a lead, is like it's so divisive that they're like, oh, I gotta pick something. So you can't knock out Snorlax and stop Dusclops from Trick Rooming in the same turn. So like, I like the idea of like boom Snorlax, and then especially if you get a KO, you bring in just a big Dynamax Pokemon to clean up the game. I like that idea.
Yeah.
But who could we go with? That's the question.
So, for the strongest Trick Room Sweeper Pokemon that I've seen so far, those are probably going to be obviously Rhyperior.
Mm-hmm.
Reuniclus was pretty interesting, but it also wants the Life Orb.
Yeah.
You could just make Snorlax a choice band if you want to, and get around that.
we could do that, and in fact, I kind of want to do that.
Yeah.
What would be a good move to replace Protect with? I'm looking at the.
We can go double normal attacks. We could go Heavy Slam, Fire Punch, Seed Bomb, and Wild Charge are all like it gets a lot of moves.
Well, if we're gonna
It
go.
also gets Brick Break if you want
Yeah.
to still be able to Dynamax it.
Well, I'm thinking that Fire might be good, just because if we are gonna put on Reuniclus, then like Durant is kind of a problem.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
point. I like Fire Punch.
Where is Fire Punch? Oh, it's so weak. It's way down here. Oh god, there we go. All right, we'll go with that, and then we're gonna go band. So we've decided upon Uniclus, and like you said, Uniclus recently, obviously, got second place at Collinsville, and that was pretty cool. And so if you talk about Life Orb, you got to go Magic Guard, of course, just to avoid that recoil, and then you don't take. Now, while I fill this out, clarify something for me. Does Magic Guard protect from like the G-Max Wildfire or no?
It does. The animation was still going on, so it was really confusing because you're like, why the heck is this G-Max Wildfire animation happening? But Uniclus takes no damage. Alright, I'm going to take a pause for just 1 second.
Alright.
I kind of hate putting Trick Room as the very first move because I always like putting my attack moves in the first move.
It's fine with me.
I don't know. I don't know. It's just a thing. Like, move order for me, just like, I like putting it at the last or at the end, the status moves. Mostly because, like, when I Dynamax now, it's just a lot clearer for me. Oh, I have an attack first.
Right. Okay. Well, we'll go with that. Whatever.
That's just like me being a little. That's just being me. That's just me. I don't know if anyone else feels that way about the way they order their moves.
Don't worry. It's not the first time I would have been particular about something before. Right. I'm that way with Fake Out in move slots. I never want to put it first, but yeah, I never even thought about Trick Room like that. So I'll move it. So what other coverage moves do you think you want here?
I remember that they had Thunderbolt.
Do they have Thunderbolt?
Lightning, or was it Thunder?
It looks like it only gets Thunder.
I'm okay with Thunder.
Yeah.
That sounds cool.
And then we have Snorlax, we have Dusclops.
You know what their last thing was?
I really don't remember. I have no idea. I should know this, but I can't remember. Was it? Oh, maybe it was it Focus Blast?
I don't think it was Focus Blast because they had Rhyperior for the. Yeah. They had Rhyperior there, so like it's Flash Cannon probably Flash Cannon because getting defense boost is really strong in the format.
Yeah. All right. And
like if we Dynamax Uniclus and we get a defense boost on Dusclops, that ends up being really cool.
Yeah. Any special spreads you're thinking of?
No, I just want all the offense, and I don't care about the rest.
All right, so now I guess here is a question we want to consider. Uniclus and Snorlax speed tie at minimum speed. So, which one do we want to be faster? That's kind of that's always a question.
All right. Which one do we want to be faster? So there's just gonna take one pause just to go mention a thing for in the future.
Yeah.
It's something that's slightly more for optimal EV spread making.
Right.
We aren't going to go into this now because, time purposes.
Yeah.
But you go look how the HP stat is 217.
Oh, you're talking about Life Orb damage, right?
No, because you don't take Life Orb damage from that.
Oh, that's right. Oh my god, what am I talking about?
So
yeah.
Add the defense and special defense. What is it?
The defense is 96, and then currently special defense is 105.
So that's 211. So
yes.
Technically, for optimal bulk, you would want that to be about the same. Just like there's some math stuff that goes into it. So technically, to go and optimize our bulk a little bit and make it a little bit more optimal for spread, you would take a little bit out of HP and put that in the defenses. So, for example, if we went and took out 5 from HP, and then we put 3 more into, we put 2 more into special defense, 2 more into defense, and something like that, that's technically a little bit more optimal. I don't know how it really counts because we're missing one stat point technically.
Yeah, because
otherwise.
Yeah.
But like, there's math that goes into it that we could go into like later on. I'm sure some other math wizards who actually have the damage calculator in front of them that have the formula can correct me on this. But it's just like some basic rule of thumbs. Yeah. That's normally better for when you have like 5 stats being invested in.
Yeah, well, I think we only got about 7 minutes left, but
oh shit! Yeah, we need to start throwing some Pokemon.
Yeah, so real quick, I think I'm gonna make Snorlax 1 point faster than Uniclus. So in the event we ever do have to self-destruct next to it, we could Dynamax and Flash Cannon, Max Steel Spike to boost our defense. And that's the only reason I'm making that decision.
So let's start going a bit fast now.
All right, yeah.
Let's go into Key the Light part for the Light part Uniclus stuff.
Yes.
That looked really cool. That had Focus Sash, it had Prankster, it had Fake Out Fake Tears. What else? Copycat. Copycat was the special move there.
Yeah, listen, I don't want to say that I popularized Copycat, but I definitely was onto it a lot earlier than people give me credit for. You said Fake Tears, Fake Out. Copycat, and then what was the last one?
I don't know what the last one should be. I don't think they had an attack move. I imagine that they were Protect.
I mean,
but
yeah.
I kind of want Protect just for the sake of having it.
You could do that. You could go Protect. I actually think that if I read correctly, they ran different line parts, and one of them had max special attack, just in the event that Copycat copied a special move.
That's funny.
Yeah, so we could do that. Actually,
Sure.
Timid's not a good nature for this. Something. Where's not sassy? Jeez, come on. Naive will work, because just
in case you want our Fake Out damage.
Yeah, Fake Out chip.
That Fake Out chip.
Yeah, gotta get that Fake Out chip. That 109
Right.
Fake Out chip.
We need to go and have either we need some sort of Follow Me Pokemon.
Yeah.
Or Rage Powder. Probably Follow Me.
Well, let's look at what we got.
I think
Half these aren't
it's
useful.
Not Blastoise. Blastoise does not actually get it. It gets it through transfer.
So it would be Indeedee and
Togekiss.
in the Togekiss line. Oh, Clefairy too. We actually could do Clefairy.
Yeah, but we're a Boomlax.
That's very true. So what? I mean, I don't. I mean, listen. I know everyone's gonna be mad, but Super Luck Togekiss is good. It's a good Pokemon. It goes very well with Fake Tears. So feel free to stop me at any point, but this is the one that I believe they used, and also like I did something similar, which was let's see, Dazzle.
I'm always a fan of it.
Air
think
Slash.
It's kind of like Air Slash. I assume that Heat Wave for the Durant matchup, right?
Yeah, I think so. I know the Rhyperior also had Fire Punch.
Yeah.
So we got that.
Rhyperior.
No, we don't.
We could use Rhyperior, but I don't want it at this
We
point.
could. Now, if Dusclops had like
in it?
something, yeah, I think they had a spread that was like more bulky or whatever, but I don't know a spread. But this is the one that I used a lot, and honestly,
Works for me.
you go first, hit hard is basically all it does. Especially with
Like if someone uses Modest to Venusaur, we'll just punish that.
and I genuinely think that if you have the time, which we don't, Lipard here, having Fake Tears, you could do some calcs and Togekiss to be like, all right, well, this is the most damage I need for a KO. Take out some special attack, put some in bulk. We're not doing that of the time.
All right. Last thing we need now is just something to better give us Tyranitar matchup.
Ooh.
The go-to that I've seen so far has been Conkeldurr.
Yeah, Conkeldurr is a good one.
Something else we might want to do is we might want to switch back to Overcoat on Reuniclus just because of the whole, what's it called? We'll take the Life Orb. I'd rather take the Life Orb recoil there and be immune to Venus or Sleep Powder right now.
That's very true. It is rising in popularity. We can do that.
Screw it. We'll do the damage. Just I don't want to get put to sleep with
Well,
Sleep Powder right away.
you can always Fake Out and Max Starfall.
Yeah, but then they can still put Togekiss to sleep. We're just
yeah.
That's Fake Out Max Air normally.
And
I don't know.
All right. Well, that's a decision for the audience to make, I suppose.
Yeah.
All right. So we can go Conkeldurr if you're looking for a fighting type. I would say.
Are there any other fighting types? We could do Passimian.
Passimian's pretty good. I like Passimian for all the Incineroar that's running around.
Yeah, it'll be more fun.
Yeah, just
Plus, we already have the Togekiss, so we can so when we Dynamax the Togekiss, and it really works with the whole Snorlax because now with the Snorlax, we actually bait in Incineroar because we have a boom pressure. So by switching in on a parting shot, well then they could end up giving us Defiant boosts because Defiant off parting shot ends up giving you +3 attack, which is wild.
Wait, it gives you Defiant for each of them?
Both the attack drop and then the special attack drop.
Oh,
It's not good.
that's awesome. I was also thinking of a Defiant Pokemon, and actually, Bisharp came to mind. But now I think about it, you probably want something that's not weak to Incineroar as well.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So we go put the Pissimian. Let's, I guess, Assault Vest. The moves that I've used right now have been Drain Punch, Knockoff. Knockoff, it's like the only Pokemon I learned is Knockoff.
really,
Um, yeah, then I go Iron Head because Max Steel Spike is really good.
oh yeah,
And then I just put then I put a coverage move. I don't really care what it is. That works.
we gotta have that grass coverage. And then I'm gonna guess we go Adamant. Is that suitable to your needs?
Probably.
Yeah. All right, we got
We
like.
go U-turn instead of Seed Bomb because I like U-turn. Let's put U-turn.
All right, we'll do U-turn. All right, so we got 60 seconds. Make them count.
All right. We fake Tears. We go in with Togus or Reuniclus, and we have the whole Dusclops, Snorlax, Pissimian, Reuniclus stuff for like hard trick room. Just go put a bunch of attack, a bunch of HP, and then put the rest in, I guess, special defense because that's the lower stat. Put 201 in HP. 201 HP stat. So like, just yeah, because Nightshade, you want to be able to survive against that.
Right, that's a good point. See, these are the things you have to consider in your teams that I clearly have not been doing.
So we kind of just have like, we actually have like a pretty fast mode. We have, do you want to put Protect on Togekiss for this Togekiss Snorlax lead?
All right.
Yeah.
I think that's good.
That works. Looks good.
Yeah, I think that's perfect timing because we just ran out of time. That's my phone going off. Yeah,
there it is.
There's my phone timer going off. There should be something on the screen for everyone to look at, but yeah,
we'll do it in post.
We're doing it in post. So I think the point here, obviously, is that we kind of started with something, and then borrowed from something else, and then put it all together. And I'm sure that if we tested this thoroughly, we'd find maybe Pissimian, the spread's not good. Maybe we want more speed. Maybe we want less attack, whatever it is. But you work that all out after you have a starting point. I mean, that's usually the way that I work it. I work with teams, especially.
And if we want to go back to where we made our first set of decisions, we're like, do we want to go try a trick room stuff? We could have said Rhyperior. We could have said, no, we don't want to go to the trick room. And then we could have put Rotom as a third Pokemon. So all of that kind of like changes it all up. So whatever decisions you make, you end up with a wildly different team. And you can kind of see how each decision affects the next one.
Definitely. And I think, for me especially, one of the things I get into is this concept called analysis paralysis, where I'm like on the first Pokemon and I'm thinking to myself, oh my god, like I have 5 more Pokemon. I don't know what moves easy I'm going to do. And immediately I'm just like, I'm not making any good decisions at that point, and I get nowhere. So honestly, you just go, you know what, Dusclops, good enough, move on. Snorlax, look close enough, and you kind of work through it that way. Like, you just working through the process will actually make you think, by the time you get to Pissimian, maybe you think, oh, well, maybe Dusclops doesn't need Helping Hand. Maybe I prefer a different move. And like, just talking out loud helps a lot too, for me at least. I don't know if that's the same in your experience.
Well, again, Andrew, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it. It was a lot of fun. I'm probably going to go try it out. If you go give me the team, I'll probably ladder with it. But
yeah, I'll send it to you. It was a lot of fun. I appreciate. I always like having other people on to kind of, especially people who aren't afraid to make sort of off-brand team building choices, because a lot of times I want to team build with people, and then I suggest things like Galarian Slowpoke, and then they hang up on me.
Well, I think this is perfectly on brand for me.
All right. Well, I really appreciate your time. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Let me know if you enjoyed this, if this is something you're interested in, and take this time to pimp out any of your social media. YouTube. I know you have a YouTube channel. I don't know how active you are, but anything like that you want to put out there.
I have not used it in forever.
Okay.
So yeah, my Twitter right now, it's just at Enosh Shachar, EN.
Oh, I think I lost you there. What?
Yeah, I'm sure that Andrew can go put that in for me.
Yeah, doing it in post.
Yeah, we'll do it in post.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm gonna try to finally put that article that I wrote for the first set of Liberty Garden mid-seasons. I'll try to get that out later tonight, if not as early as I can tomorrow. And that's pretty much it for now. Go check out the mid-season tomorrow. It's going to be great. Andrew is going to be making it all happen for you guys to watch. And I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks again, everyone.